This is a Headgum podcast.
We're here to help.
We are back, Garth man.
Hey, Jakey.
We have a fun one today with
Yes.
Mr. Lamar Woods.
Yes, great guest.
So funny.
We love this call a lot.
Yeah, Lamar was a writer on New Girl.
Yep.
A great writer, super funny. He
Yep.
created Brian's security guard.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into that
We'll
bio.
get into
I don't think we need to,
Okay.
spoil the supper right up at the
He
beginning.
also was in a pilot that I shot with Josh Greenbaum, the
Oh.
great documentary. You were
Great.
there.
Yes. Oh, yeah, right.
We shot in the backyard together, my backyard.
Josh, an
for Apple.
incredible director.
Incredible. So this is a really fun episode. Lamar has his podcast called XOXO Gossip Kings.
Yep.
Check it out.
Yep. And also his album comes out
On Valentine's
Day called Highly Sensitive Person.
Lamar, you'll see in this call, is hard funny, and we recommend you check him out.
Yep. And I'm also going on tour really soon.
Yep.
So go to GarethReynolds.com. I'll be going everywhere. Chicago added a second show. How
No
about
way.
that? Yeah.
What theater are you in Chicago?
The Den. Great spot. But yeah, great call. And again, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you want to go check that out,
Yes.
that's great. If you want to see us, it's very dynamic in studio. And we appreciate all the support and the love.
And without
further
ado, we do short intros.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
can we get your
You
name,
all right, mate?
please?
Sorry?
What's that?
That-
Hold on. Sorry,
Sorry.
hold on 1 second. We've just got a bit of a line crossing. Are you there, caller?
Yes.
All
Yes, I
right,
am.
1 moment here. We're just trying to figure this out a bit. Where are you calling from quickly? Can we have a word?
I'm actually calling from London.
Ah, lovely. Capital. Absolutely smashing that is. All right, 1 second. We're just having a bit of an issue. Just make sure. Can you hear us or are you muting? Hold on. I'm not talking to you. I've got a technician over here, so just give us a minute.
Fucking hand for ya.
All right. Well, if you can yank that wire there, that might be nice.
I don't have to wait no more. Why? Everything's
Hold on,
working
we've got
perfectly.
this.
Yeah.
No, because he's got London right here, hasn't he? Just want to make sure we've got your... What time is it where you are, mate? Very quickly, just get that out of the way.
Oh, it's 7:30 over here.
7:30.
Hey, Lamar, what time is it over there? Were you doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, down here, mate. It's man. Oh shit, you say it was 6:30? I gotta go to work, baby. I get the fuck out of here. I'm supposed to be at the factory right now.
All
I
right.
like how it started
Yeah,
with a little
yeah,
accent.
yes.
Then in the middle was lost, and by the end you just said, fuck it.
Yeah, there
I was
was
like, I can't do this
a
shit.
real realization as you were going through it that I got to self-pull.
Yeah.
All right, Garth, do our intro. You want to?
Well, listen. First of all, can we get your name?
It's Ben.
Of course it is. Like the clock, but smaller. Age?
I'm 27.
27.
And Ben, you are on with Garth, myself, and New Girl writer, comedian,
Yeah.
musician,
Podcast host.
Musician.
podcast host of XOXO Gossip Kings,
Yeah.
coming out with an album that's dropping.
Valentine's Day.
What's the
Oh,
name of
nice.
that?
Highly sensitive person.
Highly sensitive person.
Great.
Yeah.
A man who wrote the episode of New Girl that created Brian, the security
Right.
guard.
Security guard.
Ben, you know Brian, the security guard from New Girl last season, right?
Mate, I love New Girl, so I
We're not
actually
talking
do.
about the show in its totality, though. Just to kind of have a...
very specific.
We're looking for a
character that I
myopic
created.
take on Brian last season. You familiar with the
Not the
character?
last season, second to last season.
Last season.
Was that last?
No,
I
it was
can't
season
remember.
6.
Last season.
It was
season
last season,
6.
yeah, I think.
It
I
was
was
not
in the
last
room,
season.
like, they
it was
were all
season
like,
6. Last
man,
season was 7.
This episode is done. And I said, yo, man, I'm not doing this episode until we get a security guard in this episode.
You see that?
Named Brian.
And that's...
Wait,
and that...
Lamar, what's the real story about the casting? Do you remember it?
I do.
I just remember...
Lamar.
I remember... He's talking to me, Garrett.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm ready whenever.
I remember I got a bunch of cassettes because I had a homie I wanted. My homie Tony Baker, who's funny.
Tony
shit.
Baker's
He
great.
He is great, to
Yeah,
be quite
yeah.
honest.
He was going to be Brian.
Jake,
Yeah.
Jake.
We went with my friend.
But Jake, imagine
That's
now.
how- I'm so
But Jake,
pissed.
imagine now. You can't unsee Brian. And, you know what I mean? Now that you know
Tony
who play-
Baker's
it's like saying
funny.
someone else should play Scarface. Doesn't make any sense now that we know. Keep going.
Right,
though.
yeah.
The sad head down after Scarface is
Yeah.
incredible. Somebody else played. Go ahead, and then Gareth goes like because he likes Tony Baker too.
He's great.
That's so funny. Yeah, I did. And then I suggested it to Liz, but I don't think she knew who he was. But I was like, but they were like, oh, Jake's got it, homie.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I was
here's-
like, all right, well, anything for my man Jake. Let's do it.
Back to you, Ben.
Ben, what's going on, man? What do you need?
I need some help because I've got to
Alright.
convince my girlfriend of 7 years that I prefer to sleep top and tail for a little while.
What the fuck? Let me
I love
translate.
secret.
Do you
I
know
love
top
you,
and tail?
Yeah, he goes head, and
Yeah.
her feet are where his head is.
Okay, I just wanna
you're
make sure.
you're sleeping in bed like cousins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You prefer that?
I need to change where I'm sleeping every now and again, and we just bought our first place together, and I
Okay.
can't change my position anymore, and now it's like I can't get good sleep.
Hey Ben, is this real? You want to go top to tail with your wife? Because I grew up in a kind of house where we like moved beds every once in a while, and we would go top to tail where we would have like my brother, my sister, and mother in one
It
queen
sounds-
size. And we went top to tail. If a woman I was with went like, "Good night, love, you want to go top to tail?" I'd go, "No."
Or the good night,
You're
love
not a
you, and then
relative.
putting her head by your feet.
Yeah,
It
what,
is-
Ben? What is this?
Who hurt you, and why was it childhood?
Yeah, you can't be doing that to the ladies out here.
Walk
Yeah, well-
us through this, Ben.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, ever since I was a kid, if I'm sleeping in a new position or in a new location, it's so much more restful.
I
Top and tail?
actually know what you're saying.
What?
It's like the whatever you
Newness.
had. Yeah, like it's like that's how you get comfortable.
Are you really quick? By the way, Ben, I'm actually not teasing you. I get it. Are you guys both good sleepers?
No, I'm not a good sleeper.
I
I'm
go
bad.
through back and forth.
Do you do the same routine every night?
I just started doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
and is
sleepy tea.
and is it
Yes.
working?
A little bit.
You're doing
like,
celestial
watch-
seasonings.
Yeah, the one that some smooth caramel chocolate.
yep.
Yeah, smooth caramel, big black.
The
Smooth
you're
caramel,
doing-
big black.
Su-
Are you
su-
talking about the person in bed with you, or a tea you drink?
No, this is
A little bit
guy.
smooth chocolate, big black, and
Yeah,
I
we go to
pass
I'm
sleep.
sleep.
sleeping
Yeah.
with the same woman every night.
Yeah,
It's
and
been
then we go-
transformative.
and then-
Big smooth chocolate caramel, man.
It will work for me too. I'll go like this.
All right,
sure, I'm
Lamar,
going to bed.
have a
I'm going to
good
bed. I'm
night.
going to bed.
Yeah.
Jake,
He's like,
go to sleep.
right now.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. God, you got.
It's bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah. And then even if I'm not sleeping, I just go like this all night.
Yeah.
How'd you sleep?
Close your eye.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ben, are you a good sleeper or a bad sleeper?
I'm such a bad sleeper.
Yeah,
I
same.
have a CPAP machine.
Yeah,
like the
interesting.
Darth Vader
Christ.
mask thing.
And so why do you
Yeah.
want to go head to toe? You just think that changing it up could be fun?
Well, the other night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was so uncomfortable that I
Yeah.
actually did it, and I just had the best sleep after I did it.
I get it. I get it.
This is
I
wild
get
to
it.
picture a man in a CPAP machine, then deciding in the
Yes.
middle of the night to go diving towards the feet and waking up the most rested.
Yes.
What did your girlfriend say
Yeah,
the
what'd she
day
say?
after when she woke up with your feet near her face?
I actually woke up before her, so she doesn't know.
This is a
Yeah,
So she
really
don't even know about it.
So yeah, this is
You got
interesting.
your
So you're
secret
trying
top
to
to Taylor.
you're trying to figure out how to lean into this, and it's not forever, but it's a phase. And you need to try this
Yeah.
to see if you get better sleep. Is this correct?
Yes.
And walk
That
us
is
through.
it.
And Ben, what's your girlfriend's name?
Audrey.
Audrey? What do you
Yeah.
think she's going to react? Will you give a pitch where you play both characters? You are Ben and you are Audrey, and walk us through what you think would happen.
Okay. Darling, look, I get better sleep if I sleep in top to tail or just moving around. I don't know what it is. Had it since a kid. I just need a couple of weeks to do this, and then I'm off traveling. It's fine. No, your feet are disgusting. What are you doing? Sleep like a normal person.
All right. So that's what I was afraid was going to happen. So Audrey's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
She's
So
not
she didn't
just
even know she slept next to feet all night.
Yeah, I got you. You're going to be in a world of trouble here.
You've got to. It's not great.
It's not great.
It's not great. But what I would say is the CPAP maybe does you some favors. So you must be a horrendous snorer, right?
Awful.
Awful. Yeah. So the
With
sleep.
the accent,
I know, he
everything
makes it
about it's so
awful.
great.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Awful.
top to tail,
Yeah.
and it's awful. Awful is one of the best English accent words. I think what you should maybe do is recreate the other night. You felt shame. You brought your head back up so that she didn't feel that anything had changed. I think what you could do is tomorrow fall asleep regular. When she wakes up, whether you're awake or not, pretend you're still asleep. You're down there and tell her you had a transformative night's sleep and see what she says. If she complains about your feet, I think there is a way to remedy that. Are your feet disgusting and smelling?
No, they're just feet.
Yeah, so just wear some socks. Wear some nice little cutie socks.
Ben, here's what I'm going to say on this one. And I'm glad you did, Audrey, and I appreciate it. And I got kind of a sense of you too. And I don't think this is going to go great at 26 to say like, you know, this, I want to sleep head to toe. I got to say, it's from the outside, it's not a sexy pitch. Now, if you told me you were 57, your kids were in high school, she might go like, oh, for fuck's sake, who cares? But at 26, you just moved in together. No woman wants to be with all her girlfriends in a bar and go like, what's the latest? And then you go like, I want to have plants in our house to have more life. Also, Ben and I sleep head to toe.
Ben sleeps on my feet.
Like, that's not a great pitch. But so here's what I think you do. You do it in the dark and you do it as secret every night. And that is, you go to bed.
You can't be leading this double life.
You can. I'm pitching double life.
No.
Yeah.
Double life.
So I'm a really bad sleeper.
Yeah.
I've been with my wife forever. She is closes her fucking eyes and falls asleep.
Yeah.
But she wakes up with movement. So she's a very sweet person unless you wake her up.
Right.
So right before bed, she's like, I hope you get a great night. Love you. Love you. Boom. I'm moving around.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hot. And then all of a sudden when she wakes up, she'll go, what are you doing? And I'm like, laying in the fucking dark for 2 hours. So what I did for years is I would sneak out and go on the couch.
Yes.
And then if you wake up at 6 a.m., sneak back in the bed.
But that's just...
and it don't bother no one gets hurt.
Cares.
I kind of feel that.
So my kind of thought is you get in bed, you give each other a kiss, you put that huge machine on your face. Good night. Pass out.
Right.
She's asleep. You can't sleep, Ben. If you can sleep, sleep. But you can't. So then quietly do the shuffle. Quietly reverse.
Top to top.
And then all of a sudden you're top to tail, go to bed. If you wake up and she goes, what are you doing? You go, huh? I don't know. Why am I down here?
Don't do the accent, but
you
keep
did
going.
it in my sleep.
All right.
You pretended sleep.
Lamar,
go ahead,
don't you
with
take
an
another
accent,
swing
Lamar.
at the
With an
accent.
accent.
Can I take another swing
Please.
at it,
Lamar.
mate? Okay, this is what I think you should do. Okay.
Wow.
So, my man, I'm with my man. I can't do this. Okay.
Lean in.
Lamar,
There's
what I'll
something
say
there,
about
Lamar.
yours
There's
is-
something there.
All right.
I
I'm
don't
just
know
gonna
where
do
you're from,
Jamaican.
but wherever you're from, do Jamaican.
Okay, yeah, man. I'm down in London, man. You got to go get the collard greens first. All right, here's my...
What I like
commit.
about
You don't
Lamar's
commit.
accents is you get one sentence and then he jumps.
But you see his eyes die a little bit. He'll go, I'm going to do Jamaican. All right, man. And then he goes like this. All right.
There's like a moment, especially when you do a podcast, because podcast is such a weird experience where you like become super self-aware of what's happening. You're like, where am I right now? It's 11 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, so here's my advice though. I got advice for you.
Let's hear it.
Okay, it's a little bit what Jake's saying. This is what you do. You double life it, right?
Yeah.
And then the one day, plan a whole day for her, like the best day ever, like all her favorite shit. Take her to the whatever she likes to do, to go to the mall. I don't know.
Big date. Big
day. And then when the day is over and she's like, man, I just got to say this was the best day ever. You say, it's because I got some good sleep last night. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what I need to get that sleep, to get more days like that. What do you think of that? You like that, mate?
The bribery. I think the bribery could work.
Me too.
I like that too. And you could even go a little further.
Yeah.
Be a real crabby piece of shit one day and say you
Yeah.
slept like shit.
Like set it up.
And then the next morning she gets waffles and she gets like, you know, a really nice breakfast. And be like, I actually ended up I just slept so well. I did
That's
top to
interesting.
tail.
So, Ben, here's what
I have a couple others to cap her out.
Go.
2 others real quick. One is wild, one is practical. The wild one, 69. 69, and post 69, lay down and go, gosh, this could work for a sleeping arrangement. You're post-coital, everyone's orgasmed, and now you've got a pitch, much more open environment. Just a pitch, I don't know.
I will say this. Gross, but maybe effective.
Don't shit on a 69.
But I'll tell you this. I do shit on 69.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I wonder if that's something that you just don't do. Like
It's an age thing.
when you get older, you're like,
The idea of unless you're like in your 60s at a swingers party.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah. Also, here's what I kind of feel about a 69. It's enough. It's like having a hot fudge sundae and dinner at the same time.
Yes.
You're like this.
That's exactly what it
like
is.
This. I'll have a steak, baked potato, and a drink, and my dessert. And you have a spoon in each, and you go like this. Steak and salad. Oh, you're like, slowed. Here's my question.
Listen,
what's the rush?
It's just
I would just take our time. We'll get there.
If
we'll
you
both
say,
get there.
hey, we really like each other, we have 45 seconds. You want just 69?
You have an appointment. Yeah.
You can
Time
do
is money.
one thing at a time.
You can, but you're telling me you wouldn't want to try a mouthful of steak and ice cream?
I wouldn't want to try it.
Might be great.
Yeah, when I was 19.
From 17 to 25, I tried it.
Listen.
Yeah. I tried it. It was great, but now I'm an adult with responsibilities.
It's great
And
to
I did say,
It's great.
I'm going to finish my meal, let it digest, have some ice cream.
It's the
Otherwise it'll be a rough
sexual
night. Yeah.
rubbing your stomach, patting your head.
Yes,
How
agreed.
much can you get done at the
Yes,
same
Yeah.
time?
I agree that there's a little bit about like, can we do this
So,
element.
but Ben, for your purposes, I think you could collapse after a successful 69 and go, boy, I think this might work for sleeping.
And then if she goes, she laughs because what she will, and she'll go, get up here.
Yeah.
Then what do you say, Gareth, as Ben?
Yeah.
Let's
You're
do it
so
together.
silly.
I'm gonna be Audrey.
All right, well, hold on. Let's nom. Okay. Oh, whew, boy, did I ever finish.
I'm not finished.
I'm done.
I'm
you know,
not
this could
finished.
actually work as a sleeping
I'm
arrangement
not
down
finished.
here. I'm done.
You shit.
I'm actually done.
Finish what you started.
I've had a steak
Hold
and a
on.
banana split, and it's been fantastic
Hold
at
on,
the same
Ben.
time.
It's all over my fucking hair.
Listen,
And next time, I've told you, warn me, you cunt.
listen, don't bring cunts into this. I
But
shall.
warn me, because you're 26 years old, and you shouldn't
I
just
believe
shoot
I'm
when you shoot.
27. I'm actually 27, I believe.
Okay, finish what you started.
Oh, well, it's actually going to mess with my plan a lot.
What's your plan?
I think I should sleep down here.
I think you should fucking sleep in your own flat, you asshole. Get out!
What? All right, sounds okay.
Ben, that's sideways.
Yeah, but Ben, Audrey's being really tough in
Agreed.
this one,
But
right?
did you hear his version of Audrey? Ben, do us a favor. Do you mind?
Yes.
Pretend you and Audrey just 69. Will you be both?
No, let me be.
No,
Come on, I'm done.
I know you are. I'd like
Brian.
Ben to do it. Ben, will you be you and Audrey? And will you pretend you just finished 69ing and then picture that you're just gonna
She
stay?
should have finished.
But you just somehow you both finish.
Or you don't. She does.
Yes, she
Yeah,
does
she
for
has
sure.
to, at least.
And then you're deciding to say, I'm not coming up to end this with like a cuddle and a kiss and talk. I'm just going to immediately go to bed in the position.
No
I'm
toothbrush.
saying, no, nothing.
No, yeah.
So, Ben, the floor is yours. You've just finished a 69. You're Ben and Audrey.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to bed.
Sounded like he hurt his back.
That's what.
All right, Ben, keep going.
And then there's Audrey. What are you doing? Go shower, you weird. It's dirty.
All right.
So, his Audrey's close to my Audrey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, it's not
Let me
great.
do,
I'm
yeah,
not.
let's do
all
it
right.
again. I'll be Audrey.
Okay, so now.
Oh, he
you're-
gets to be
yes. So now you're Ben and
Sag.
Lamar is Audrey. All right, so Ben, you just finished, and will you pitch that you want to go head to toe with sleep, and let's see what happens.
I'm quite tired and go to bed. I'm just going to sit up over here at the end of the bed.
Yeah, I don't like the way you ate my pussy today. I need you to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'll see you good night.
By the way,
She sounds Jamaican.
with your lack of commitment to accents, it really worked when you were mad about how somebody ate your vagina.
That I can commit
That
to.
felt right.
Wait, all right, last one.
Yes.
Ben, I'm Audrey.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
And then, hey, Lamar, will you be Ben?
Okay.
All right.
All
Oh,
right.
whew, Christ, my fanny's tired.
Yeah. Man, I think I'm just gonna knock out right here.
It's down at the end of the bed, Ben. Are you honestly? Yeah.
God, that's very much your mom, and that's doing a lot for me. Especially with
All
the
right.
idea of a 69.
All right.
You didn't do Audrey, you did Pam, and you know it. And
right,
you
we-
did that to fuck with me.
We are.
Because Pam,
you are,
I won't go head to toe. Let's go head to head.
Stop. Stop.
And if you're not finished,
Stop.
I'll go back to the mime.
Stop.
Hey, you're busting this guy's chops right now. This-
Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on the Peloton for some reason later,
talk
like
about this later.
trying to undo a
Yeah.
69
Well,
fantasy
no,
of
I'm
Jake's.
not. His mother is beautiful.
All right,
kind.
Ben. Let's go to my last pitch.
Okay.
because that one was completely derailed and ruined.
Sorry.
The CPAP does you a favor. I went on the road with a comic who had a CPAP, and he fell asleep with the CPAP in his hand one night, and it was the worst night of sleep I ever had. It was crazy. So, the snoring was off the charts, and I was like, what is happening? So what you could do, right, you could have a couple nights where you fake fall asleep without the CPAP and snore into her ear, right? And she's like, yeah. So she has a bad night's sleep. She could go to the point where she's complaining about it the next day. Then what you could say is, I'm having trouble sometimes getting it secure on my face. I think I'll disturb your sleep less if I'm down and we do top to tail and I'm down there just in case I don't secure it, that I'm not snoring right into your face.
It's pretty good, Garth. So, Ben, here's what we kind of have for you. And I think we got some options, and I think you got to pull one of these, and I think it might work. But we've got a double life.
Tough.
Gareth doesn't love the double life.
Well, I think he's not going to sleep great, but okay.
But that is, you're just getting a little less sleep. We've got the Lamar's big date.
Yeah.
And then at the end, this happened because of sleep. We've got the reverse of it, and that is extra crabby. And then she goes like, what's going on? You go, I'm just not sleeping enough, which leads to a conversation where you pitch head to toe. You've got a...
You also could do a combo of that too, of mine. Just be crabby. Don't say why. Just be crabby. And then do the big date. And then it'll be such a big...
And then you say, because I slept, I'm feeling so good. Yeah. You do a 69 right after it's over. You just say, I'm going to stay down here to sleep. Good luck with that one.
It's an idea.
Good luck with that one.
She was the first one to do that.
Yeah. And if you do that one, good luck. You're going to be single again soon. You could try this again with the new one. Then you do the, and I think this is interesting, Ben. You do the loud, exaggerated snore that she goes, are you good? And you go, I'm having a hard time getting this machine to work right. I think it would work better if I had my head on the other side.
I disturb you less.
And that maybe she could help come up with the idea with that too. Right? Because then she'll go, well, do you want to switch positions? And then you could say, you stay up here. And then you go, I don't care if we're head to toe, right? And she'll go, neither. Who cares? So, Ben, what are you going to do, man? Wait, we're not doing the 69. We're not doing the 69, Ben. This is now real life right now.
Ben, just to be clear, Ben, your orgasm...
I think that's at least likely to succeed.
Your orgasm was...
His thought is an orgasm.
Yeah, it's 6:30. You got to hurry. I got to go to work. I'm telling you, 6:30 right now.
So what are you going to do here, Ben?
I feel like the double life is the least bad option. Yeah. I think the double life is the way forward with the bribe at the end.
The double life with the bribe at the end. So the double life, and then eventually you lead to the big date, and you say, I slept so great last night. And she goes, that's awesome. And you go, yeah, I couldn't sleep, so I actually went head to toe, and it really worked for me. So hopefully she goes, let's just try that for a while. And you say, with me, it always changes every few months, so this won't last forever. But if you're good with it, I am.
Yeah.
You going to do that?
What do you think your wife would do? Like if someone went into your house, like I snuck in your house while you sleeping, and filmed you sleeping on the couch and sent it to her, and like the whole time she had no idea.
Wouldn't care.
She wouldn't care.
No. Yeah. She's asleep.
Yeah, it's like I was. What that gonna do with me?
No, you know what? She would care. She'd say, what the fuck is this guy doing in our house filming you sleeping? And I'd go, we're working on a spec pilot.
You're missing the point.
Honey, you don't get it. You miss every shot you don't take.
It's going to be great. We got my man Garrett. We got Tony Baker. It's going to be a good security.
Finally.
Yeah.
Two Bryans.
We wish you all the best, buddy. Thank you for the call. And Lamar, thanks for coming in, man.
Oh, yeah.
69 if it doesn't work. Thanks, buddy. And Jake Johnson. Dare I say my best friend?
I would say that, Gilly.
My number one pal. Listen, I got to tell you about Zocdoc. Now, I know you're into it already, but for those of you who don't know what Zocdoc is, let me talk to you. Pull up a seat at old Gilly's weird table. We're going to have a chat. Now, we all know there are things in life that you have to compromise on. For instance, let's say you're living in a house and the market takes a downturn and you got to stay with a friend of yours who's been on TV a bunch of times and who knows you through the broadcasting world, and you and your wife, Alice, got to live in his garage. And let's say sometimes things get tough in that garage.
Let's say that friend puts a lot of money and makes the garage really nice.
Well, let's say that friend doesn't need to jump in acting like a hero because he's got a hero complex because I've said thank you.
But I also know that
this guy said thank you a number of times.
He's also said how little I put him in things, how mad he is at me, how I
well,
could be more generous.
you could include a guy more. I mean, I think everybody loves old Gilly Bean. And
I put $400,000 into this DUI.
You're doing very well, and I think you could afford a little more. But anyway, when it comes to your health, there's no compromise. Don't listen to Jake and I. We're talking about your health. Don't go back to one doctor who uses your appointment to catch up on the latest headlines or tell you about their family gossip. You know what it is like. A doctor's yapping away and you want to give them a little shove in that weird mirror thing they wear in their head. They might not do it anymore, but they did when I was a boy. Instead, check out Zocdoc, the place where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable, listen to you, and prioritize your health. And you can search by location, availability, and insurance. So literally, no compromises here, because with Zocdoc, you've got more options than you know. Take a page out of their book, Jake.
Because of Zocdoc, you have no excuses not to go to a doctor. And by you, I mean me.
That's right.
You can find one.
You know,
it used to be you needed a reference.
That's exactly right, Jake. And I'll say,
I like Zocdoc.
Sometimes go to the Zocdoc and get your head examined, because you got some gold sitting in your garage, but you refuse to dig it all up. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. So listen closely to Gilly Bean. Once you find a doc you want, you can book them immediately, no more waiting. And these docs are verified. There's reviews. It's everything you need. We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rate, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists. Need a little water when you can, Kevin. So go to ZocDoc.com/HTH and download the Zocdoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's Zocdoc, ZocDoc.com/HTH. ZocDoc.com/HTH. I love you, Jake. Sorry about earlier.
Oh, we're good. I love you, too.
I'm still a little miffed. And, Jake, we're talking about Hero Bread. Hero Bread, Jake. Not Euro Bread, Hero Bread. Now, listen, I could tell you on and on about how much I love Hero Bread, but, Jake, I've also seen you, when I peel back the curtains in the garage sometimes, also having a little Hero Bread in your house, the bigger one.
I enjoy it. I think sometimes low-carb bread tastes like cardboard. And I think this bread genuinely tastes good, and it reminds me that I'm just eating bread. And it's a big deal because I'm a guy who likes sandwiches.
You're a big sandwich guy.
I'm a big sandwich guy.
And I'll tell you what, I've eaten cardboard in a pinch before, and this is nothing like that. You are going to love Hero Bread. Listen, let's be honest. The carb fear is real.
Yeah.
But carb-heavy foods are often the ones we love most. Isn't that sad?
And what is the fear, Gilly, of carbs?
Well, you know what it is.
No.
Well, I mean, it depends. Okay, let's say you're doing behind-the-desk network news. That's fine. You can put on a couple thigh pounds. Nobody's going to really pay attention to those hips. But then you get a little liquored up at the old Christmas party, and you're back on Out in the World detail. They're doing full body shots, and guess what? It looks like Gil might have a little Gil on the way. But he doesn't. And that's why Hero Bread makes those delicious favorites free of consequences or compromises. They've remade carby, empty-calorie bread products into fluffy, delicious versions that include no net carbs. That's right, no net carbs. 0 grams of sugar and fewer calories. Plus, protein and fiber, things you're looking for anyway, Jakey boy. Now, Hero Bread's taste. Jake, what is your favorite Hero Bread product? Do you have one?
The bread.
That makes a lot of sense. That seems like a strange question for me to ask.
I'm going to say the bread on a sandwich. You know, they're bread.
Seems like a very...
It's good. Gilly, I'm not kidding around.
No, it's the bread.
You're going to like it.
First of all,
put some turkey on it.
Absolutely. Put a little turkey on it.
A little mayonnaise, mustard, some jalapenos.
Hey, I've eaten mayonnaise from the jar, but that was for charity. 1985, we miss you.
Or as Steve Berg would say, Jesus, we're going to start talking sandwiches now?
Oh, gosh. Talk about a guy.
Hero Bread.
Steve Berg is like if a sandwich became a man. Now, listen. Hero Bread's got something for every craving. They've got tons of things, not just bread. They've got bread loaves, buns, tortillas. Jake, we're talking about tortillas. You can have Burrito Tuesday.
You know what? I had it for a bun, too.
You had a bun? Listen.
We had it made Impossible Burgers.
Listen to Jake Johnson.
Holy shit, were those good.
The guy...
And I'm hungry.
Now he's hungry. Look out, everybody. We got to end this ad because Jake's going to probably eat his own hand.
He started hungry.
He started hungry. He came in hot. He was supposed to come in half-had, but he didn't. So listen to me and listen good. Don't give up on being a breadhead. You don't have to. Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code HELP, HELP at checkout. That's HELP, HELP at HERO.co. Join us.
Hi there.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. Well,
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks. That's great. Jake, you good? You good, bud? Hold on a second, caller. We're just going to get a little temperature on Jake here. You good, buddy?
No problem.
Jake's great. Can I get, first of all, welcome over here at Elbow to Mary's No More podcast. Don't look it up. Can we get your name, age, and where you're calling from, please?
Yes. I'm James. I am 31, and I am calling from Arizona.
Arizona. Jake, you're good?
Yeah, what part of Arizona, James?
Phoenix.
Wow.
Sure.
I don't know why you're hiding the...
I'll tell you what, I've flown in there a bunch because I love Jet Suite X so much.
Phoenix is a pretty good
I
airport
agree.
for a hub.
I just went to the Grand Canyon over spring break. What
Sky
a blast.
Harbor is pretty solid.
It's great. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Driving
Yeah.
from there to the Grand Canyon, beautiful. Sedona, beautiful.
Yeah. Downtown Phoenix?
Oh, yeah.
Not great.
But there's a lot about Arizona that's the drive through that state is spectacular.
That makes me happy. I figured like a couple of Hollywood elites like you would think Arizona's dumb desert country or something. I don't know. So that makes me happy to hear. Thank you.
Come on,
But also, I'm
Jimmy.
joking. I know you.
Well, what I don't like is whenever you go there and it's 104 degrees and humid as shit and people call it a dry heat. Never understood that personally.
I also appreciate you calling us elites.
Yeah, by the way, let's not sleep on the
Because
fact
nobody
that you
in
just
Hollywood's
call
calling us elites.
us... Yeah, if you think we're elites, there's a problem with your scale. But James, we're not here to talk about how Jake and I are struggling to get our place in the hierarchy of Hollywood. We're here to talk about you and solve your problem. Now, what in God's name is going on, and what the hell can we do to fix it?
Yeah, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is I am a pretty non-confrontational person.
Sure.
Just by nature, I'm I've just always been like a people pleaser. But here's the thing, and I didn't say this yet, but basically this trait sometimes I think doesn't quite jive with my job and like what I do for a living,
Which is?
I'm a divorce lawyer.
Oh, my,
Oh.
what in the fuck? What?
What?
Jimmy.
That's a turn, Jimmy.
I know.
A non-confrontational divorce lawyer?
The sweetest divorce lawyer of
Well,
all
have you
time.
tried giving her another chance?
Yeah.
I know what you walked in on, but there's got to be a reason behind
Have you ever
it.
tried to see it through his point of view?
I mean, honestly, what do you say, a 50-50 split? That sounds pretty fair, right down the middle.
Well, it seemed like it was your money because you made it, so I don't know why you're asking for half of it.
Feels unfair for you to try to take what's actually his.
All right, so you're a divorce lawyer who's non-confrontational. Keep going.
Can you help me find a way to be both? Because like I said, I like being nice. I don't want to be an asshole, but is there a way, do you think there's a way for me to do that while still being a good divorce
Well, let me
lawyer?
cut the shit really fast because this is one of these big kind of abstract ones that are tricky for us. So let me ask you this. Are you successful at your job?
I think so. I've only been doing it for about 6 months.
Jimmy, how's the money? Are you doing okay?
Hey, what's the scratch?
I'm doing okay, yeah.
So I don't see a problem, honey.
Do you think do you think your nature has gotten in the way of you doing your job better?
The only thing is that, like, I think one of the things is sometimes my clients, I think, want like a bulldog, like, like kind of a badass who's like, like kind of like the stereotypical lawyer maybe
Killer.
you've seen on like ads and stuff, like, I'll fight for
All right.
you. Yeah,
So
exactly.
Jimmy, I'm going to jump in here with a pitch. One, slick your hair back. I want gel in that
Ooh,
hair.
powerful.
And when you think you're done, put another scoop in. And two, I want you to grow a goatee. No, professional goatee.
Oh, God.
A professional goatee.
Listen to him.
And three, I want to do an exercise with you. And here's what the exercise is going to be. I'm going to tell a story to Gareth, and you interrupt me and take over the story. And
Oh,
say,
God.
get back to you. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like pick up the story and keep telling it.
You're going to go back to making this about you and your goatee, okay? But while you do it, I want you to imagine that you have a thick goatee and you have your hair slicked back. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah,
Do you have that?
I got it.
What's on your fucking chin, Jimmy?
A big ass goatee. Well, not big ass goatee, but a
Professional.
a tasteful professional goatee.
Okay,
exactly.
good.
You're not a new metal
now,
singer.
Let's not get too into how professional it is because now you're making it seem
Yeah.
like a polite goatee.
Yeah,
It's a
you're-
little disgusting,
I
Jimmy.
know.
You're Mormoning the facial hair.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go crazy with it, but it'd
I
be
know.
something that wouldn't offend anybody.
Tasteful, nothing too much.
But I want
subtle.
a goatee that might gross somebody out a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
So now, Jimmy, we're going to start. You got your goatee. Okay, you got your hair. Hey, Gareth, those
Hey.
shoes, I'm really liking those shoes you got.
Thank you.
Because you could run in them.
Yep. That's what I like about
You
them.
could also go to dinner in them.
That's what I like about them.
But they look nice, so you can
They're
kind
a
of
good workout shoe. What I like is on the road, I can wear these to work out, and I could also wear them on stage. You're
100%.
talking about a carry-on.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy,
Yeah.
remember
And on the road,
exercise?
you know,
Hold on,
actually,
Jimmy.
Garrett, that's actually a great point. No,
Jimmy,
'cause
Jimmy,
Jake,
the
'cause
only
you know
way,
what's cool is that,
Jimmy,
like,
shut up, shut up. Look at my goatee.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm the
this
divorce
sucks.
lawyer here.
You already blew it.
You blew it.
Did I fuck it up?
Well, yeah.
I thought you told me I was supposed to.
Jimmy, James.
Oh man,
Jimmy. First of all, by the way, might I suggest going with Jimmy? It's
Agreed.
a little more sleazier. It might help if you had people call you Jimmy. You got the goatee. We're talking about
a new guy.
We're talking about changing a lifestyle. But the problem with what you just did was Jake asked you to interrupt.
And you waited for us to pause.
You waited for the pause, and then you complimented.
So we're going to go again, Jimmy,
man.
and you're going to find a way to interrupt, okay?
Did you hear the way that Jake reprimanded you? That's the energy.
That's the divorce lawyer you're going to be by the end of this call.
All right, here we go.
Are you ready?
all right. Yeah, I'm ready.
What's on your chin, Jimmy?
A tasteful yet dastardly goatee.
Okay. I can live with that.
Yeah,
I can live with that. I got to tell you, Garth, I love the hat because it reminds me of signs all throughout Chicago growing up. That old style
movie for a second. Okay.
No, that
Jake,
old style sign
Shut the
is
fuck
still.
up.
Whoa.
We're talking about me now.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What
I don't give a fuck what you were just saying about that hat.
What's going on?
All right,
dude?
what do you want?
I'm the one with problems.
What's the
What's
problem?
I don't
Jimmy?
need Hollywood elites, Hollywood liberal elites like you guys
Oh my lord.
talking over me.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
All
sorry.
right. Now you'll see from my visage that I've got a goatee. That means I am serious fucking business.
Okay.
all right, dude.
You'll also see, well, look,
Yeah, we see it.
I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, but it's just like the way you guys
All
were
right.
just ignoring me.
Sorry.
All right, so can we kind of get back to my thing now? you guys?
Yeah.
Like,
All
come
right.
on.
Yeah, but
chill out, dude.
James, all I have to say to you
It's great.
is you did it, my
Great.
man. You're ready.
Great. I love it.
You're there, King.
I love it. That's the energy.
Can I tell you guys? This is not a joke. I'm literally, my hands are shaking right now.
All right. Well, why don't we do this real quick?
James,
Why
it
don't
was
we-
so good.
That was great. Let's do this real quick, okay? I'm going to be a client, and I'm going to tell you I don't want to go for too much. I want to make...
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying you go this route, but let's just do the exercise since we got your hands shaking.
Okay.
All right? So I'm going to tell you I don't really want to go
Yeah.
for the gut on this. I don't want to rip the throat out of my significant... You tell me what you want from me, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she was cheating, but I kind of feel like at this point, I just want to make it smooth, just get out. I mean, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. I'm just kind of in a dark spot.
Listen.
Look at that goatee. Yeah?
Billy,
Yeah.
can I tell you something, Billy?
Yeah, Jimmy.
How are you going to let this woman waltz into your life, basically trick you into marrying her?
Right.
She emasculates you,
Wow.
sleeping around with all these other
There's
guys.
just one guy, but okay.
Well, no, it's true. You're a worthless little feckless little man. No, and it's true. She made you that way. And you know,
okay.
how are you gonna just let her just take you for? You're just gonna let her take you for a ride?
Well, no.
I'm watching the pilot to Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
It's happening.
This is great.
You've become.
Okay.
Hey, by the way,
Jimmy, dude, you're right.
You're the
Literally,
guy.
Jimmy is his name, right?
yeah. So James, we're putting to bed, and you're becoming Jimmy. You said something in this that I really loved. Your tone is right. You're very intimidating. You're not a people pleaser. You're very scary. I would create a little catchphrase, and that is, no, let me tell you something.
Ooh.
And you say that a few
that's
times. So when they go, no, and you go, no, let me tell you something. And then later when you're going, no, let me tell you something. And you could also say, let me tell you something. I've been doing this for a long time. And you go, I've seen people like you 1,000,000 times.
I like it.
Whoa, yeah. And you're saying like even practice the
Yes.
like as a meditation? No. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Like,
You're
you know,
the boss.
Take some deep breaths and do that.
So let me hear you say that a few times in different tones. Then, no, let me tell you something. And then take a beat. I've seen people like you 1,000,000 times.
No. Look, let me tell you something.
It's great.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That was my first
Next
take.
one.
Okay, let's do another
That's
one.
good. Good
A little bit. You've seen this 1,000,000 times, man. You're Danny Glover. You're too old for this shit.
Okay, all right. No. Okay, look, I've seen this a million times, buddy. Billy, can I call you Billy?
Don't ask.
I've been in this game. I've been on these streets of Phoenix, Arizona, for honestly since you were just knee-high to a grasshopper.
No,
all right?
no, James, you're turning it into a joke. You're 31. Listen to me, okay? I've seen people like you on this show a million times come in here and start getting real and then turn it into a joke. Okay? Let me tell you something. Did you see what I just did there?
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
James, I just did the thing to you. Here's what you did differently. You went like
real.
Yeah, it wasn't real. Here's what you did. You went, can I call you Jimmy? Do you mind? And then you said, I've been doing this since you were a kid. Well, they know you're 31 years old, and they're going to go, fuck this guy. He's playing a character. James, you're not playing a character.
With this goatee, though? All right. You know what? That's good. I guess
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
But I'll also say this. Keep in mind, just because I got to say it, if you're doing well financially, you're trying to be a good human. I mean, my biggest hope in my life is that my daughters meet a guy like you.
Yes. Without
You're
the
not
goatee.
the bad kind. You're the good kind, James. Guess what? You're extra considerate and you think of others.
Yes.
Since when is that a bad thing, especially as a divorce
You're an
lawyer?
empath.
And maybe consider being a mediator.
Ooh.
Because you would be a perfect mediator.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
Because a mediator, you know what you want? Is you want somebody who can see it through both eyes and can talk to each person. And the couple goes,
This is a better idea.
this was a bad situation, but I'll tell you what, James was so helpful and great, and he helped me lose some of my anger.
Plus, he didn't have a goatee. What do you think of that, James? Is that possible? You sounded
That
tickled
rule.
by that.
Genuinely, I love that.
You do.
I honestly hadn't considered it, but like that's a viable like career path that honestly I would love. Kind of getting to kind of help people see both sides.
And that naturally goes to who you are. And I think the mediator game is going to get bigger and bigger with divorces. More and more people are going to realize these fucking snakes are robbing them. All their fake calls and their meetings. You're bleeding two people dry. You're taking the money from the family and you're giving it to these fucking rats. But a mediator, you're going, I really am just needing the fee so I can live too. And my job is that we all leave happy. That's you, James.
James, what I like about that pitch is you can stick with James. There's no goatee. There's no LA looks in your hair. And you stay yourself.
So, James, in the
that's
end.
way better. I got to be honest with you guys. That's way better. Thank you.
What do you think you're going to do for real now? Because now I'm really invested in you. And I hope I never have to use your services.
Yeah. I'll see you real soon.
Yeah.
But what do you think, James?
I love it. Like, genuinely, I think I'd like to do that. I mean, it's probably I think my understanding is, the mediator position, usually it's like divorce attorneys, who've been doing it for a few years and then they get into that.
Yes.
And so like, maybe after I do this for a year or two,
I think that's right.
I could try that.
And then I think what you could do is when you meet with people.
Genuinely, thank you. I hadn't even considered it.
Great, James. And then when you meet with people, part of the thing could be is you go, look, I almost went down the road of growing a goatee and slicking my hair back and turning into a piece of shit because that is the only way you could be a divorce lawyer. And I thought there's got to be a better way. And I'm glad you guys are looking at divorce in the way that I'm looking at it. And this doesn't have to be ugly. We can be non-confrontational. We can be people-pleasing, and we don't have to interrupt each other.
Yep.
James, thank you for the call. Good luck to you,
James.
buddy.
Good luck, bud.
Oh, my God. Thank you, guys. Love you. I love the show. Have a good one, guys.
Hey,
we love
you too, man. And we mean
I can say that to James.
Yeah, James, we love you.
I love you, James.
We love you, buddy.
You're one of the good ones on earth, James.
Yeah. That warms my heart.
Hey, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm hanging up.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for watching us on YouTube. Please
like and subscribe so you don't miss any of this quality content.
Ring.
Here to help. Go ahead. Oh my God. What kind of game?
Cut.
That was a Headgum podcast.